Hello, it's Wednesday, October 28th, 2015. This is your No One's Listening show, Keep Skinning. I'm your host, Rafa. To my left is Manny.
I'm the first one to the left today, Rafa. Where's Griff?
To his left is Anna.
I'm back. After a 3-week hiatus, I'm so happy to be back. Hello, hello.
To her left is Griff.
And I'm still here.
There he is.
Yeah.
And to his left is G-Man,
please.
No real names.
All right, we were absent last week because of some technical difficulties in the studio, but now we're back, and absolutely nothing has happened on Keep Skinning since then, so it's going to be a bit of a wishy-washy, what are we doing type of show.
Yeah, that's something new and different there, Rafa.
Way to sell it there, Rafa.
Hey, so let's start with a little weekend talk. Did anybody do anything exciting?
I went to New Orleans.
Oh, tell us about it.
It was awesome. I went for a college friend's wedding, which it was my first Jewish wedding. So that was a really interesting experience. I didn't know what to expect, and there were some cool parts that,
Did they do the chair thing?
They did do the chair thing. That was the most exciting part. And while they're on the chair, you're in a circle with everybody going back and forth, and
that was
exciting.
Fun.
New Orleans is as beautiful as ever. I don't even need to go into detail. Everybody knows how cool of a city it is.
So did you see any characters? I always love the characters.
I did see a lot of characters. But I was telling Jonathan earlier, I lived there from 2003 to 2007, and I see a huge shift of people that are starting to move to New Orleans that are not locals, with these interesting ideas and forward-thinking people, and the city is changing a little bit, and it feels right. It feels really nice. So I was happy to experience that while I was there. Yeah. And some good music, as always, and food, and drinks.
Anybody else?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I had a short weekend. I traveled on Sunday, so my weekend was just a day. But
yeah, we hung out. There wasn't anything special.
You know what was going on here that I wonder if anybody went to? Maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but the Lighthouse Moonlight.
That was on Sunday night.
Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago, and it was really fun. Did anybody do it this year?
Nope. They had some kind of...
On the 25th, they opened up the lighthouse at night for a...
to coincide with the moonrise.
Yeah.
Do they do that every full moon?
No, I think it's once a year.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but it was so fun the time that I went. They have drinks and music, and I was wondering if you guys went. I guess not.
No.
I was going to announce it last week on the show, but we weren't able to get it up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I had drinks this weekend. That's it.
Last weekend was a lot of fun, but we didn't have a show to talk about it. So,
Yeah.
But whatever. We'll just go forward.
All right.
Don't even remember what happened.
Me neither.
Let's do the trivia. Call 305-361-8557 if you know the answer to this one. What's the approximate distance from the Bear Cut to the southernmost point that the road will take you into Bill Baggs?
Ooh.
So going down Crandon, okay? What's the approximate distance? If you know the answer, 305-361-8557.
It says 7 miles.
Is it in miles or feet?
You could do it in miles.
It has to be miles. That's miles. Does anyone ever zero their mileage clock? I don't know
What,
the
in your
proper name.
car?
Yeah,
All the time?
when you're leaving the key to see exactly how many miles from your house to the toll.
The other day, I was motivated to run a half marathon.
Ooh,
see how long it would
look
take.
at that.
On the weekend?
No, it was just me running a distance. It wasn't an event of any kind, so I didn't have to pay for it. But the distance from where I live to the toll booth is 6.75 miles. So I figure I run from there to the toll and back, and that would be 13 and a half miles, right?
Half marathon.
13.1 is a half. I had way more confidence in my abilities than I should have.
Did you call someone?
I got to the toll booth, and that was it for me.
Who'd you call?
6.75.
Did you take the bus back?
Yes. That's it.
You couldn't get a ride from the bench there? Someone coming in?
I tried, but it wasn't the right time of day.
You have to train,
a couple people in this
man.
room can attest to the fact that I did try.
Yeah, you did try.
I thought I had it. I never run that distance, so I just thought, oh, no big deal. And I got to the toll. I mean, whatever. It was almost 7 miles in an hour.
I give it to you. That's really rough. I can't even do that. So that's really good.
I went to Whiskey Joe's afterwards. I walked to Whiskey Joe's from the toll.
Nice.
And that place is a great venue and everything, but their beer is flat as hell.
Oh.
Food is good though.
The venue, I often ask our friends, why don't we ever go there? You can sit and have this breeze, and it's a nice view.
The food is pretty good. It's owned by, I think we went over this a couple shows ago, it's owned by Rusty Pelican, and it's not really that well managed, but the food is actually pretty good. The beer sucks. But it's a good spot if you don't want to spring for the Rusty Pelican, which is pretty expensive. You know?
Yeah. I think it's because it's far enough where if you're going that far, you kind of expect to be...
entertained.
A little more, a little like to see people and stuff like that, and you won't see that there.
Yeah.
But it's not close enough where you would just go
with your friends.
Yeah, just to because it's right next to your house.
But we go to Rasmus, and that's pretty close to Rasmus.
But there's action at Rasmus.
Yeah. The difference is that Whiskey Joe's, it's been owned by a lot of different people, and it's never been able to work from anybody. And if you go in there, you can see why. It's too big. There's like too many areas, too many sections,
so even if there's 20 people there, it still looks
where you go to Rasmus and it's everyone's right there, you know. So I just don't. That place doesn't make sense to me.
Well, let me restate the trivia. It was the distance from the Bear Cut to the southernmost point of the key via road. Okay, so basically, if you take Crandon all the way to the bottom of Bill Bags to the last point. If you know that answer, it's 305-361-8557, and you will win a brand new car. No, I'm just kidding.
Or you can go to you can go to ratradio.net and
chime it in
and leave a comment. Yeah.
Agus, that's you right there.
That won't qualify as a winner though.
Why not?
You got to call in.
Why not?
Hang on a second.
We want to call.
We got a little background noise here.
We were just talking about that kind of background noise.
Nice.
So that whole segment
really
gone.
ruining the integrity of our show.
That whole segment.
Well, last time you couldn't hear it because we were talking over it. This time we all shut up. Let the ice do it.
Let the ice do it.
Yeah.
All right. You had a little announcement for us, Manny?
Oh, yes, I do, actually. A public service announcement. This just in. We know about, we've talked about on the show, the 202 Sunrise property and whether it might be a good park or an open green space or something of that ilk, or whether it's going to be another apartment building or whatever. So there's a group in the Garden District, and they just put this message out. You like that, right?
I Grouponed this weekend.
I love it.
No, there's a group.
We would.
Oh.
Yeah, Groupon.
Excuse me.
So, from the Garden District, we would like to invite you and your family to a potluck block party in support for the 202 Sunrise Drive green space acquisition.
Oh, all right.
Thursday, November 5th, from 5 to 7:30 p.m. in front of 155 Sunrise. So that's Thursday, a nice afternoon, Thursday, beginning of the weekend, after work time, between 5 and 7:30. You're walking your dog, from whatever part of the island you are, come on over. Little potluck. If you don't have anything, it's okay.
Wait, where's the exact location?
155 Sunrise.
Oh, okay.
That's actually.
Oh, where you are.
That's actually my building. I didn't realize that.
So the Garden District.
So who's putting this up?
Yeah.
This family-friendly gathering is to help show our village council members that the Garden District is now a family-friendly neighborhood. With young children and older persons alike, all people happy and grateful to call the Garden District our home. We need your support, and we need and support a Sunrise Park. So come on out. Thursday, November 5th, from 5 to 7:30.
Nice.
You guys should go.
Yeah.
We'll be in Harbor Island.
Oh, the wedding.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have an announcement for Thursday, November 5th also, but it's at 7, so you can go there.
Perfect.
Art alert. Mark Bradford, he's a huge artist, is going to be speaking at the De La Cruz space in the Design District at 7 p.m., and it's free and open to the public. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Who's Mr. Bradford? I don't know who he is.
Well, he's one of the more well-known American artists right now. And it's rare that we get someone like that here, so it's exciting.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, moving on to our new little segment that we've only done once, but now we're going to do it again, and it's called What Are You Listening To? Who wants to go first? Not Anna.
Out?
What is Nana?
No one else.
No, it's because she shook her head.
Oh, I wanted to keep it always 2015, but then I heard a song today that I liked better than my other option. Widow's Peak is the band, In the Pines is the name of the song. The whole album's pretty good.
What's it sound like?
Cool. It's a girl singing, and it's just like cool.
We have a sample of it?
No samples.
Oh, sorry, no samples.
Copyright.
The album art is also very cool, Rafa. You'd like to know.
Say again the name?
Widow's Peak is the name of the band.
And the song?
The song is In the Pines.
In the Pines.
2011 album is also called Widow's Peak. And it's just cool. It's just cool, man. That describes it.
Do you think it would fit on the radio?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on a playlist right now.
You should.
Anybody else?
Last week, I started off the week listening. I go on YouTube and I look at live musical acts or concerts, and there's a great concert on BBC of Bill Withers in the 70s, and it was great. And I started off my week listening to that, and I found, which I said previously, a Jersey band called Minority Band from New Jersey from the 70s, early 80s. Then my good friend here, Rafa, introduced me to a band, and it blew my mind. I don't even know what they're called. I don't even know how it's pronounced.
Well, give us one of the Minority Band tracks, because I'm going to mention this band that you're talking about. This is funk music, right?
Right. I've been on this funk train lately. So
lately, or for the past 10 years?
For the past 10 years. If I could wear brown every day, I could. But Minority Band is from Jersey. One of their songs is Tasty Tune, or that's pretty much it. Tasty Tune, and there's 3 other songs. You can only find them on YouTube. I haven't found a record of theirs.
They only put out 500 records, and now they're real coveted records, so you can't find them, and nobody seems to have ripped more than 3 of the songs, so you can only hear 3 of them off the 6-song record. I think that's right?
That's pretty much it. So from Bill Withers to this. So there you go. That's what I've been listening to.
Okay, so that took me to me, which I found this band called Wolfpack. Vulfpeck. These guys were some session musicians they're young guys. Session musicians for a record label called Wolf Records. And they went and started a band, so they called it Wolfpack. Kind of like a play on Wolfpack. And so these guys got kind of famous a couple years ago because they released an album called Sleepify. And it was made for Spotify, and it was 10 songs, 30 seconds long of pure silence. And they told their fans, can you just play this on a loop while you sleep so that we make money? Yeah. And so their fans did that, and they raked in thousands of dollars, and then Spotify pulled the album. And so now they've been releasing EPs and stuff like this. They finally released a new album called Thrill of the Arts, and it's funk, but like funk done today, so it sounds like old funk, but it's still new, and it's phenomenal. And the song I'm going to recommend is called Conscious Club. And I'll probably put this stuff on the radio soon. Not today, but soon. And you guys should check it out.
Cool.
I just listen to Pandora a lot when I'm in the shower. And I heard Howie Day, Collide. Thought that was pretty good. So please throw that on the radio.
Oh, how does it sound? What's the kind of music?
It's pretty soft, I'm not going to lie. But we usually shy away from that on the radio.
Is it like rock or folk?
You guys have all heard this song before.
Oh, yeah?
I guarantee it. Yeah. It's a 10-year-old song.
Okay, I'll put it on. And Manuel, any recommendations?
No, not really. I've just been. I won tickets to a concert though. So I'm going up to New York, Madison Square Garden, to see the Grateful Dead.
What? You won Grateful Dead tickets?
Yeah, they're doing a little mini tour with John Mayer, a couple of the Dead members.
Cool.
It's called Dead and Company.
Cool.
And so they put this mini tour together, and then this one night they decided that they're just going to give tickets away, all 10,000 tickets for that show. They're going to give them away. So I was like, I'm going to fill it out, and I did it, and I won.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I just booked my flight yesterday, going up next Friday for
next
for the
Friday
weekend.
already? Nice.
Yeah, next Friday. It's on the 7th. So.
Are you a Deadhead?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, that's what are you listening to?
Well, I was going to say, John Mayer, as weird sometimes as he is an amazing guitarist to watch live. Even watching him on TV, it's amazing.
Yeah. He's taking on a big role. He's taking
like
on.
Clapton, man. He's phenomenal.
Yeah. So.
Like Jose Feliciano.
No, he plays blues.
He's amazing. He's amazing. That's awesome. Cool.
All right. Well, it is Wednesday, October 28th, 2015. This is the No One's Listening show, and it is 6:45 p.m. And we're moving up to the talk of the town.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Where do we start with? We'll start with my little announcement that if you want to join the 4th of July Parade Committee, you should, because it's a good time. And we put on the 4th of July Parade. We meet once a month, and we'll probably start meeting in December. And Griff's on there with me. And, you know, it's a good time. We have some drinks, we have some snacks, we bicker.
Plan a fun party.
And yeah, we have this great party. And
Party the whole
couple
year.
parties,
Yeah.
right? No, a couple parties.
Well, we have the barbecue.
Yeah.
Which I just booked the date. I think it was May 20th I got it for. I got to check my calendar, so that's going to be that. And it's just a good time to organize. And then you don't really do much until the day of the barbecue and the day of the parade.
Yeah.
So it's just good community stuff. If you want in, go to kb4.org, shoot me an email. Okay. So I guess the top news in the paper was that this week anyway, was that the key cops are going to get body cameras. This is something that at first, this had been suggested a while ago, and they said, nah, we don't need them. But now they're like, well, we have this extra money from, like, federal money that needs to be spent on this kind of stuff, so we may as well spend it.
Sorry.
It's not
And
what?
The
so-
place to put it.
So wait, stop.
Yes.
So they're going to do it. There were some objections that it was a waste of time for the key, but I guess I was going to say, let me hear your thoughts. Why do you think it's a waste, Dana?
There's not enough controversy or whatever going on that we need to spend money on putting cameras on these cops. And being in a small island, I also think that, I mean, this is kind of wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say it on the air.
Come on, you're already there.
We sometimes, depending who it is, maybe they will cut you some slack because you're on a freaking island. And now they definitely can't cut you some slack.
Well, they can, because you only review the cameras when there's a problem.
Problem?
Yeah, no one's going to call in and be like, hey, they cut him some
Plus,
slack.
I have to say, I don't know enough about the problems. Again,
Webcam?
you know more about the problems. What's going on?
I work with cops pretty frequently who have these body cams,
Yeah.
and I know it depends on the department, what their policy is regarding how much they're supposed to actually have it on. But mostly the way they sell it to the officers is, at least where I work, is that it's for their own protection, just to like document what happens for them. And they're not very expensive. Obviously, they're marked up because it's government stuff, but it's not a crazy expense, and it pretty much just improves
The whole system.
everything. And like Rafa was saying, only if an issue comes up is it gonna even be referred to.
Apparently,
So, I know that I'm sure 9 out of 10 police officers do not like it, or 10 out of 10.
well, for what it's worth, I mean, apart from the fact that as a citizen it might help you because if something happens you have a record, apparently people who are unruly are more likely to comply when the officer tells them that they're on camera.
That's for sure.
Okay, so it helps them in that sense, you know?
That was going to be my point. Well, first of all, the money thing, if you mention that they have to spend the money on something like this, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
so
like
it's not like it's going to go to...
Either way, it has
It's not
to
going
be.
to go to crossing guards, at the school time. But the thing about the cameras is I do think it's a deterrent. And I do think that even in a town like ours where, a cop shows up and somebody might... I've seen people the way they treat the cops here, man.
Yeah.
They're entitled. They're coming from a different world, a lot of people, where the cops are, like finish ironing the shirts and then, go do that. And so I think that it's good for our cops to be able to have that and to keep people sort of in check.
As soon as the cop tells the person, hey, so we have body cameras and we film all these interactions, then the person becomes a little more civil.
I know so-and-so. I know this. I know the mayor.
They don't say that anymore.
Here, President. Okay, say hi to the mayor. You're on TV.
Again, we don't have all the facts here. We don't know what their policy is. It might be any kind of interaction they have. They have to just... It's a little thing they keep right here by the lapel mic on their center of their chest, and they flip down the
Velcro.
It's like a little slider thing. And the ones that the cops that I know that I work with have, it's red when they open it, but they all color it in with a permanent marker, so it's not completely obvious, because they don't have to say, at least the cops I work with, they never have to say you are on camera now. They're just recording it like a dash cam. No, you're on dash cam every time you've been pulled over. So don't think that you have some kind of privacy.
Well,
you're interacting with a cop. You're getting recorded one way or the other.
I was about to say that you guys are starting to convince me, okay, this is great. But then a thing like that makes me uncomfortable. It's like this invasion of this weird privacy. I personally don't get nasty with the cops. I know people do, and that's when I was getting convinced otherwise. I forget that people feel entitled to say whatever they, I always say yes and thank you, and I try,
Just generalizing.
But then when the cop is coloring in the thing so that...
Well, I don't know. I can't speak to the cops out here. The point of that is that it just... Sometimes it acts as a deterrent when you say you're on camera, and other times they just want to discreetly record what's going on. And if you're interacting with a cop, you should be acting like you're on camera anyways.
I do. I'm very...
To think that you have some kind of, privacy when you're interacting with a police officer. Mm-hmm. But the other point is that every police department everywhere is doing this, so it's an unstoppable tide.
Well, maybe that crazy cop, maybe that crazy cop wouldn't have flipped that high school girl if he had a camera on him.
He did.
I saw that.
He did?
Yeah, he had about 4 cell phones on him.
Oh,
yeah. That's the other thing.
He knew it. I saw the interview today of the girl who got in trouble for filming it. She got in trouble for filming it, and she said when they saw that guy walk in the room, they said, because they know he's got they're scared of him. Get your cell phones ready. Get your cell phones ready, because it's going to go downhill from here.
Well, for those that don't know, it's a national news item where this school cop came in and, this girl who didn't want to get up.
She didn't want to turn in her cell phone.
Yeah, didn't want to turn in her cell phone, and he, subdued her very violently.
Pretty bad.
I think it's important to remember that these body cams the cops wear are open and closed on their discretion.
Oh.
And I'm sure there's a policy, if an incident happened and there wasn't a video of it because the cop didn't, activate their camera, I'm sure there would be repercussions, but they're going to weigh the pros and cons when they decide whether or not to record an interaction.
Yeah.
So it's all on them. It's just a little, I don't know if they have the same model that I'm familiar with, but it's just a flip open, you're recording, flip close, you're not recording anymore, and if anything happens that they feel it might not reflect well on them, they can not record it, and they might get reprimanded at a later date, but just it's not like a thing that's automatically turned on anytime they talk to you.
Well, do you guys remember when did he punch? I don't think he punched him, but Alex Mendiola got in
on
the boat, and the key cop paraded him and all this stuff, and then if there had been a record of that, it would have been more than he said, she said.
And what happened?
His dad got in touch with the village, and there was I don't know if there was an apology or not.
Was it harassment on the cop side, or was it...
Yeah, it was the cop harassed him.
Gotcha.
This was after this is what happened. He got assaulted out there at the flats, okay, by some chusma, and when the cops came in when he reported it to the cops, there was one cop who berated him and treated him like he was the perp, and then they let the other guys go, and they brought them back into the yacht club, and they let them go. They didn't do anything. But
the main point is the same way that people video or tape things on their phone to protect their rights when they're having interaction with a cop. The cops are doing that to protect themselves. So don't expect them videotaping their interaction with you to protect your rights. They're doing that to protect themselves. In case
maybe it'll also keep their behavior in check too.
Right, but back to what I was saying, exactly. So
but somebody has it.
The main reason they're investing in these cameras is to protect themselves. Just in the same way that if a cop pulled up right now, that we would record them to protect ourselves.
Every cop, just like every person is on video in an interaction with cop, every cop's on video too. Somebody that's watching it is filming it on their phone. All you have to do is look at your thread. There's one after the other of cops being filmed doing stuff. So
For a reason.
Yeah.
Because there's been this.
And so I think maybe it's like Dan's saying, it's now they're going to have their cameras. You have yours. They have theirs.
Well, and just like it was brought up earlier, that the cops having a camera might be a disincentive to the people they encounter acting wrong. If you put a camera on a cop, they're aware that they're on camera now, and that might influence their behavior a little bit. So you can make the argument that the more exposure, the better. I mean, there's circumstances that doesn't really apply.
I know.
Any callers out there, please put in. If not, next subject.
305-361-8557. You're listening to the No One's Listening show, Wednesday, October 28th. So let's move on. Did anyone do the Taste of Paradise?
No.
Okay. That was a thing that was like Miami Spice, but for the Key. And they offered these meals for different lower prices, set meals. And it ran through last weekend.
I got the thank you email today from the What's Happening Key Biscayne for doing it and patronizing it. I was like, shit, I didn't do it.
I don't think any of us
did anyone do it? No.
No, I didn't make it out.
No?
I don't know.
I ate at those places during that time. I mean, I live here, but I didn't do any of the special night. No.
I wonder if it was a hit. There's a new gelato place in the square. It's called Bertoni Gelato. And I'm happy because I don't like frozen yogurt, but I do like ice cream. And so...
What is gelato?
Gelato is Italian ice cream.
It's not Italian ice?
No.
I wish.
It's just a nice way of saying ice cream with milk, as opposed to these frozen yogurts.
So it's fattening?
Which at one point we had...
Yeah, that's a good stuff.
Which at one point we had like 3 frozen yogurt places on the Key.
Yeah.
Sucked too.
Oh, you know what's horrible? Putting like toppings on your frozen yogurt, like candy and stuff like that.
That's gross.
It's
I don't know.
so gross. And it's like,
You don't like peanut butter cups on your swirl cone?
Or gummy bears?
I do if it's gelato or ice cream, but I don't see it when it's yogurt. It just doesn't mesh. The taste of yogurt with chocolate just doesn't go.
You know what I miss?
Yeah.
Speaking about this and bringing up Italian ices, having a pizza slice on the Key. Please bring that back. I just want a slice of pizza. I don't want to eat a whole
agree.
pizza.
No, I want like one of the new slices, like the New York, when you go to the New York shop and
It
they
was
have
New
the
York
one
pizza.
with, no, like the real, like the one that has eggplant and cauliflower and another one that has, just...
Like a pizza rustica type of thing that they have in South Beach.
Well, they used to do New York Pizza used to have different pizzas like that. They had one that was like with ricotta cheese and tomato and spinach. I don't remember, but it was like it was good.
I miss it.
I used to work in the square, and then I would eat there. I loved it.
Where'd you work?
I get berated by Chuck. That was great.
At Nips?
Where'd you work in the square?
At American Postal, the FedEx shop.
Right.
So bring back the slice.
Bring back the slice. All you pizza shop owners out there.
Yeah, why doesn't Puntino have a slice? They should
Give
have
me
a slice.
They have a pizza shop. They bought the
I mean,
New York pizza.
you guys not go to 7-Eleven? They got a slice anytime you want. Buy a whole pie there if you want. Anything you need.
I don't. I want a slice.
So elitist.
I've eaten that one. We bought a whole pizza and put pepperoni and jalapenos on it.
Were they
Me and Bob and Andres.
All the fixins.
That is rank.
You guys go on and on about how the Key is getting too hoity-toity, but you don't want to eat a 7-Eleven pizza?
No. It's not about hoity-toity. It's about like a mom and pop pizza as opposed to a chain 7-Eleven pizza that comes in like it's basically a frozen pizza that gets delivered in the morning and they nuke it.
I'm pretty sure they toss in the dough back there.
Flipping the pizza.
Don't talk about what you don't know.
Call us 305-361-8557 if you regularly eat lunch at 7-Eleven.
I guess I can't call from the studio.
What do you get? A couple wings?
They have a Caesar chicken wrap that's pretty good. Ready to go. It's $3.99. Couple that with a 1% chocolate milk. Not too shabby.
That's good boat food. When you're getting ready to go out on the boat and you need to grab something.
I mean, lunch rush on the Key, that's pretty much the only place you're getting in and out in less than 5 minutes.
You don't go to the Golden Hog?
What about one of those?
I haven't gone to the Golden Hog in a long time.
Breakfast burritos. Do you have one of those?
Breakfast burrito? No. Usually when I wake up, when I'm heading to work, I go there at I'll get there at 5:45 in the morning. I'll get a cup of their burnt tasting coffee. Only coffee on the key available though, right?
It's true.
And I'll get one of their muffins. And
Those burritos are like late night. People go there late night and they just go down.
It's not the best. But
open it and just squeeze it. Just take the whole thing down.
7-Eleven isn't the best, but they are always open.
Come in handy.
I cannot eat that.
You can't eat the muffins there in the morning?
No, those burritos.
Yeah.
Breakfast burrito?
I had a roommate in college who would do that, and he would pay the price. We would all pay the price
Hot Pockets. Huh?
for days.
Ew.
Yeah.
McDonald's serves breakfast 24 hours a day now.
Do they?
I saw an ad.
There's also an article about how all the franchisees are complaining that it's too much work.
Yeah.
Really? The breakfast?
all day.
You know all those times you get to McDonald's and you really want an egg McMuffin or
in college,
whatever,
yes.
and you
I've
just
argued
miss
with
it, you're
ladies.
like, no, come
At like 9:01, it's 10:01, whatever. What the hell? It's 1 minute. Can't make a hash brown.
Sorry.
I didn't know anybody Jones for a McDonald's breakfast.
Oh my god, in college, a
I'm
hash
usually
brown?
upset that they're not serving lunch yet.
I'm actually one of those guys that really enjoys breakfast at McDonald's.
Yes,
A
you
sausage
do.
biscuit
One of those
or
guys.
English McMuffin. Hey, I like it.
What's next on the agenda there, Rafa?
Yeah, next.
I like that conversation.
I do too. The hash browns that make you do their
7-Eleven,
best.
best business on the key.
No question about that.
Staff is great.
I went there today to buy a beer.
Let's see, what else can we talk about? Do you guys want to talk about the Esplanade?
And how much I love the post office?
Yeah. The Esplanade is their little shopping center in the back. What would you call this? It's almost anachronistic that it would be there, the setup, everything about it. You would never build a shopping mall there now. You know, if that ever got torn down, it would only make sense to build residential in that area. There's no other commercial area, anything down there. And it's not so derelict or anything. They did remodel it, and so it looks all right. But it gets no action.
It's just uninviting.
You think it's uninviting?
Yeah. I mean, what's the draw there? When you go there, you know you're going there for a specific purpose.
Yeah.
It's not to take a stroll.
Yeah.
But I think it would be inviting because there's parking, there's space.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an atrium. It's open air.
But it's at the end of the key there. You park an underground garage. You enter through this like staircase thing to an empty wasteland
It's very empty.
of
It feels
dentist
empty.
offices and who knows what other businesses.
My
are
beauty salon is there.
George
My
Earl.
beauty salon is there.
George
Artistic
Earl
is
Printing is there.
Yeah, it's an office building. It was not intended that way, but that's what it's become.
It would be a great place for the Calusa Clubhouse.
Ooh.
Oh, that's for sure.
It would be a great place for Pinners or whatever other bar. That bar.
It would be a good place for a bar.
I think it would be.
The old Key Grill?
Yeah, I think it would be a good place for a bar.
I think
if
so.
you could get a manageable rent down. You know. You don't think so? You don't think people
I don't
would
think
wanna go
so.
there?
No, I think so. I don't think so. For the same reason the keyhole isn't. You know, it's just not. It's not open to. You know which bar works in Key Biscayne? What do you think's the most?
Novecento.
Yeah, Novecento. Novecento because it's open, so it's out to the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's pedestrian movement there. There,
don't think
it
it has to do
has
with
the
the
one thing in
restaurant
Key
attached?
Biscayne that needs to succeed is multi-generational friendliness. Like you can take your kids there, or you can go to the bar there
Yeah, because it's
You
a
think-
restaurant.
because it's a restaurant.
But if there was no restaurant, I think it'd be the same as any other bar. I think
yeah.
the restaurant adds to the bar.
Do you think it's popular because it's a chain?
I think they also have they have a nice built-in market here. The
Yeah.
RGs, they love going there.
Yeah.
The who, man?
The artists.
The folks from the southern zone, the southern cone, Argentinian, Chilean. It's nice. It's a family-friendly place,
I was still a young teen.
and the
when
owners are great there.
I was still a young teen when the old Key Grill was around, but if it was around now, and you could get like a hamburger, a dolphin sandwich, and a beer on a weekday or whatever,
Yeah,
at
go
any
watch a
time,
game.
and just hang out and sit at the bar, I would be
So we need a sports bar.
all about that.
What we've
I
talked
don't-
about actually here is something that might work is a Flanagan's type of place.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely.
We've had
That's
that
what
conversation.
Lolo always wanted to do that. He always had that in the back of his head. Lolo was the guy who ran Las Olas. for
We
those
miss
that don't
it
know, the
again.
bar at the Key Colony that recently closed down.
Where could you do it? Right there in L'Esplanade?
Well, he wanted a place that would be to the street, like you're saying. He wanted either Galleria or the shopping plaza where Novecento is. Or one of these that gate to the street, because exactly what you're saying, it's like you need that visibility and foot traffic for it to work.
Curb appeal.
Yeah, exactly. There's enough people forget about you, but I guess it never came together because of the prices, really, of everything.
It's hard to hold down a place. The weekdays are long and empty. You got to make all your money on the weekend.
Yeah.
And you better get a really good crowd in there. It's tough. I say what I like. Would I like something Old Key Grill-esque to be in there? Yes. But do I represent a lot of people on the Key? Maybe not.
No, you don't.
You know.
I wish there was a pool table somewhere.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, like a pool table.
Yeah.
I think that kind of style restaurant or bar, sports bar, was, I think it could actually work. It's just the rent is too damn
It
high.
has to be family friendly.
For that reason, it won't work.
Yeah, there's not enough money to be made.
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
You know what doesn't work about the Esplanade for me? We're used to rain. Everywhere we go, get a little wet, if you need to run somewhere, whatever. But that's a very difficult place to go in the rain, and for some reason I always remember the rain when I'm there. And it's always raining while I'm there, I guess. I don't know, but that staircase to go up in the middle, the one you mentioned,
It is a
G-Man,
liability,
It's
sure.
exposed.
It's a liability. You can slip very easily. It's exposed in an awkward way where the whole time you're going up the stairs, you're in the rain.
In a circle.
There's little puddles. Yeah.
You're going up in a circle.
It's awkward. It's very, I don't know why, but it's awkward, and that definitely affects
When I was a
people
kid,
going there.
there was something at the L'Esplanade that was huge. There was an arcade there.
Ooh.
Really?
In the 80s. And it was like the happening spot. Imagine an arcade in Key Biscayne.
Well,
That would be amazing.
now
Every
they-
kid is walking around with $40 bill in his pocket, just burning.
nowadays. Okay, so when we were kids, when I was must have been 10 or 11, so like 4th, 5th grade, there was Key Comics where the karate dojo is right now, in the Galleria.
Yeah.
And this place, I don't know how long it lasted, but they had arcades. They had NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat, and some other third game at all times. And we would go there all the time. And then they sold skates, rollerblades when it was big, and they had comics.
Can you
and
imagine they have a
basketball cards.
concession at an arcade? That place, that's a business for the Key.
There's a big,
Arcades are kind of dead.
I was going to say, do arcades still work? I mean,
not as
even off
arcades,
the
but
key?
there's things now that are
Yeah,
called,
it's a modified place, gaming. Gaming.
Like GameWorks?
No, but what they do now is they call them barcades, and it's just basically a bar with a bunch of arcades in it, and you don't
GameWorks.
even charge for the arcades. The arcades are just part of the draw. You put you have a pool table, and you have a bunch of arcades on free play, and then you have a bar, and that's the draw.
Have
of
the
bar,
shuffleboard
basically.
game.
I
Yeah,
love that
slide- I
thing.
love that
The air hockey?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Air hockey's my favorite. Replace.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a foosball, and then you're gone.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what I would really like to. I mean, I would definitely patronize a place like that on the Key. I could go play pool and just show up on a random weekday night. But again,
Imagine if
as you stated before, I'm not representative of a lot of people on the Key. We
Well,
have families out here and stuff, but I would love to just show up to a place, y'all have a beer, maybe see you or you there.
I'll join you.
You know?
Join you.
And
imagine
have a
if-
burger and just be like, not. A place where, like, Cheers. What was the
Cheers,
the
yeah.
theme?
Where
Everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name,
And imagine if you could bring your own
G-Man.
cooler. Bring your own cooler, that'd be even better.
Well, that's what if we had the Calusa Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Because I always had this pipe dream for a bar. It was called Pinners, and Andy gave me that name. Let me just be right
Don't
on that.
steal it, public.
I think it's a great name for a bar. It's called Pinners, and so it always evolved. The daydream idea is first it's going to be a bar, and it's going to be like a little restaurant, and you serve little bites, and you call them Pinners.
Like
and-
tapas. Like it's the new tapas.
Yeah, basically. And so, but then that evolved, and then as soon as you start looking at the prices of things of real estate and renting, then I start thinking, this would never work. The only way it would work if it's a private club, if it's a clubhouse,
Membership.
and with a membership, and then suddenly you have people paying dues that pays your rent, and it's a non-profit, so you're doing it not for the You're doing it just to have a clubhouse.
Don't give people
tax
ideas,
incentive.
Rafa.
And then once you have that, then you can allow people to come in with their coolers and stuff, as long as they're members, because it's not really a problem, you know?
So what's
about
holding
the
you back
coolers,
there?
man? You got to be buying beers from the club.
I agree.
If you're
Well, you could do like
gonna
a-
make it work, this isn't a NASCAR
You
race.
could do
we need to be making money off people.
You could do
This isn't the hangout.
you do a corking fee or something, you know?
Right.
Where
Oh,
you
there you
sell
go.
the glasses
There you
or something like that, so that it's comfortable, you know? Whatever.
I don't know how the casino laws are here because I see casinos randomly in different spots. But in New Orleans, most of the bars have like poker machines and stuff. Like people are gambling, and
You
that
can't do
definitely
that.
attracts
Yeah.
locals because the gambling folk will go there during all day long, buy your beers and gamble on the machines. Every bar you walk into New Orleans, and sometimes it has to be closed off, so they'll have these like weird little cowboy swinging doors. So
Yeah.
people are behind a little closed door, and sometimes they're out in the open. I don't know how it works, but
That's illegal here.
That wouldn't
Illegal
work here.
here, oh.
That wouldn't work here.
Yeah, and they all got, there's a bunch of places in like Hialeah and out west that got in trouble, and there was a whole bust, I forgot what it was called, what do they call the machines?
I don't know what they're called.
call
They're slot machines.
Yeah, no, but in the paper, whenever they had a Spanish name for them, basically.
There's a name.
Right.
I don't know.
One arm bandit.
I don't know, but Mayor Regalado definitely cracked down on those. So.
Yeah, they cracked down on them. And so that's that.
That's
and
the
then
grown-ups
what's
arcade,
funny is
you
that, like just going off on that, Gramps, which is just a bar, you know, in Wynwood that I like to go to, they have some arcades on free play, just like a Pac-Man and some other crap in the back room, which now they just haven't turned off. But the police came there to bust them for saying that they were like, oh, these are gambling machines. These aren't gambling
Really?
machines. Yeah, these are just
Pac-Man's not
arcades.
gambling.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
So, yeah.
You guys familiar with pachinko?
Oh yeah, the Japanese.
Yeah.
They have all that stuff. I mean, I know why they ban it. I know why they ban the gaming. But I think if you allowed gaming everywhere, then the seedy people would stick to their seedy areas, you know. So I don't think they would come here to game. They would stick to their part of town. They wouldn't drive all the way out here to hit a slot machine. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
No, but the locals.
It runs a lot deeper than that. There's a cartel of sorts in Florida that has a deal with. I'm not going to name any names, but it's basically what's happening is they have it nailed down to have the right to gamble, and there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah, because a Hard Rock would go to crap if you could gamble at any hotel in South Beach.
Correct.
You know? Why
Yes.
would anybody go to Hard Rock if at the Delano they had a little gambling room in the back, you know?
Exactly.
Have you ever been to the casino near the airport?
Which one? The dog track?
The Miami, what is it
Magic
called?
City?
Magic City Casino.
Yeah, the dog track.
What's up with that?
You can play poker.
I've been to the poker room because I was curious.
And? So,
It's intense, but the slots, which is what I do, it's just sad in there. It's just really like these old people.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's really sad, but I walked into the poker room and it was packed with like intense people. I don't know what's up with that.
All right, so that's what the Esplanade talk went to. Gambling.
Gambling.
It is Wednesday, October 28th. This is the Key Biscayne No One's Listening show. And it's 7:15 p.m. 305-361-8557 if you got something to tell us. Let me repeat the trivia. The approximate distance from the Bear Cut Bridge, right when it hits the land on the Key, to the southernmost point of Key Biscayne via road. In miles, that's fine.
Miles is good. It works.
I'll give you a hint.
Not kilometers?
I'll give you a hint. It's a
prime
round number.
Oh.
Yeah.
6.
According to Google. I mean, so maybe it's not, but
Let's do it
Google
tonight.
said it was. So 305-361-8557 if you know the answer, if you want to talk to us about anything. It's a real free-form show today.
I like it.
So here's one. I talked about this way back in the day on the old show, but hell, we'll bring it up again today.
No one's listening.
The Billback State Park. Okay? It now costs, back when I talked about this issue, it cost $5 to get in. But I think Anna just told me that it's $8 now to get in.
$8.
Okay. Huge, great space down there to do many things. I think people don't use it because $8. People on the key anyway. Obviously, people off the key use it on Sundays and stuff like that because they're doing their big day trip. But people on the key don't really use it because it's like, oh, if I just want to go for a stroll, I'm not going to pay $8 to go for a walk. You know what I mean? Or,
You don't have to pay to
the
go
$8
to
is the
walk in
car.
there, do you?
yeah, you do.
That's a
Oh,
car.
you do?
No,
on a
just-
bike. you
Wait,
don't go
Gannon
where you-
knows.
No, I was just gonna say it's been $8 for a long
Oh
time.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
I usually bike past it really quickly.
Yeah, it's been $8 for quite a long time because I've gone there over the years, and you show up to go to the Lighthouse Cafe or the Boaters Cafe,
Yeah.
Boaters Grill, or whatever
Yeah.
they call it. And
Which it's free,
if you
by
go,
the way.
if you go after hours,
It's
it
not
is.
anymore.
If you're going into the Boaters Grill,
They
it
charge
is.
you
If you're
$2
going
per
after
person.
hours, like after the park is closed, you can still go to the Boaters Grill and say I'm going there, and they won't
After
charge
sunset.
you. Correct. After the park is closed, you can go and they'll let you in just because you're going to the restaurant. But you can't just go in there and say, "Hey, I'm going to eat at the restaurant" during their normal
They
park
charge-
operating hours.
they
because,
charge
I mean,
$2
everybody's
per
going to try that, and it's $8. And you go there and you're like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to pay $8 just to go have lunch."
That's a lot.
down there.
Well, this is,
I mean, it's the park.
should the key strike some kind of deal, pay them some money so that key residents get in for free.
Yes.
That would be a
If-
plus,
well,
but I
If it's a
understand.
reasonable deal. you
I
know?
would ask. I'm not sure how much the yearly pass is that you could pay to
It used-
probably get in all parks. You know,
It used to be 50
for
for one car, I guess.
okay.
The problem with that is that, yes, you can get your own yearly pass, but you'll never convince your friends to go, let's all go out there, on a Wednesday.
What are you going to go out there for? For what? For dinner?
To have a drink, to
You can't drink
go,
in the park.
go walk. You can drink at the restaurant.
At the restaurant.
You can go into the restaurant without paying, dude.
No, man.
not anymore, man.
Not anymore.
No, not for a
The-
long
That's why you
time.
don't go.
Listen.
because
I do. I go to the Boaters Grill all the
But
time.
the other day,
And when you get to the checkpoint there, you tell them I'm just going to the restaurant. They
Yeah.
let you in totally free.
100%.
okay. Well, last
100,
week,
9%. Not
And-
or
Okay,
2
I'm
weeks
telling you,
ago.
I take my family to dinner there all the time.
But okay,
to dinner.
I went
yes,
2
that's
weeks
after
ago.
operating hours for the park.
go
If you want to
ahead.
go to lunch, that's different.
And it
Oh,
went
lunch
last
is-
week.
lunch
I
is
went.
good.
I went like 2 weeks ago. I had my aunt and my cousin visiting from Brazil, and I wanted to show them the lighthouse. I think it's cool. So I lied at the door and I said I'm just dropping them off at the Boaters Grill, and then I'll be back. You could see my car because all I was gonna do anyway was drive through. And she goes, "Okay, well that's still $2 per person. That's gonna eat at the Boaters Grill." And I had to pay $4 because there's 2 for my aunt, 2 for my cousin. So I don't know if the lady was ripping me
So
off.
it's not 8.
It wasn't 8 because I wasn't parking and leaving my car in there. I was dropping them off. She said you still have to pay $2 per person that's staying at the restaurant, and that's ridiculous. That's like
I don't go for lunch. I go for
Right.
so
the
it's what
time-
Gannon said.
Manny, the time you're going there is after park hours, and
It's
the
not
restaurant
after
is still
park
open.
hours. It's after the park's still open, isn't it?
No, the
Close
park
at
closes.
sunset.
Yeah.
But someone's still there.
So like right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
it's
Right,
closed.
Okay.
but you're going when they can't even legally charge you to enter the park, and that's the
So next
situation.
week at 6 o'clock you can go there because it'll be sunset.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Correct. But you have to say you're going to the restaurant.
I think
Yeah.
it would be
But,
great if I could
that's why they can't legally charge you because the park is closed.
Right. I
But
got
if you want to go there for lunch, like, oh, I know a great place, it's got a good view.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You have to pay the $8 to get in, and then you have to pay the.
There should be
for the
there
overpriced
should be
food there.
actually that should be something that the restaurant works out with the park.
Yeah. Get a
If you
voucher.
come in and you get a stamp, you get your $4 back or your $8 back or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
That-
if you
that
want
would-
to
that
stop
would
and
work.
get your money back.
The
Yeah.
problem is that they're not really set up that way. To, like when you're leaving to, you know,
Yeah, you can't pull over there at the
you
end.
know. But that's the way it should be.
Or you get comped in your meal for whatever $8.
I think
That'd be
it would be a great asset to Key Biscayers if you just flash your ID whenever you want and you don't deal with any of that.
You should
know?
get some sort
And
of, yeah.
You might use the park a little bit more.
Absolutely.
It depends on how much the deal would cost the key, obviously. But
I don't think Key residents use that park really for anything.
I think it's because of the money.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I'd be more likely
no, it's
to
because they
scoot
have
down there
an
and back.
option. They can go to any beach.
It's so nice there. I would go more often.
I'd be more likely to go get lunch down there if I
I
didn't
would
have to pay
too.
$8 when I had to go in.
Do you pay $8 every time you go?
if you're
we just had that talk.
if you're entering,
Sorry, I just came back.
Where have you been, Griff?
I got lost trying to find a beer.
I think as the host of the
on your
of
bicycle,
the place,
you have to pay per person. Sorry.
Mm.
And if
You
you're on a
do?
car, yeah,
Yes,
bicycles
you
are not free.
I go past on that little entrance on
We've
the right
already
side.
heard how you tell stories, Anna. You were like, I'm just going to
Yeah.
I know, I lied, but
Yeah, you're the one that they're trying to
yeah.
All right.
screen out.
Well, that's a thought. So
What else? What about Halloween?
that's
Halloween
exactly
weekend.
where we're going. What's going on
I'm skipping it this
for
year.
Halloween?
I'm sick of all these invitations, all these parties I'm getting. It's ridiculous. Sick of it.
I'm
Like
sick
what?
of all those slutty costumes. It's
Oh,
annoying.
yeah,
Can
it's
you be
like,
cool and
I'm
scary?
invited to like 10 parties. I'm
No.
just skipping it.
I don't believe
It's
that
ridiculous.
at all. I don't believe that at all. I think you're going to be at several parties.
So have you guys heard of anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tell
All
us.
kinds of stuff going
Tell
on.
us.
Well, tomorrow it kicks. First of all, Halloween and is on a Saturday, so
Yeah.
there's no time to be tired and I don't want to do it. I'm tired.
Had a rough week.
She's skipping it,
I
Manny.
was
Just
annoyed.
get over it.
Skipping it.
Okay.
Don't invite me.
Otherwise.
All right, so it starts tomorrow. So it's on a Saturday, so that means it's a whole weekend of fun. Starts tomorrow, Thursday, the Halloween dog park party. Bring your pets, or don't even have a pet. Come anyway. Rafa, you're walking around. Come by tomorrow. Bring your camera.
All
At
right.
5:30 at the dog park, there'll be 150 dogs out there with other people, dogs dressed up, prizes, a lot of fun.
I'm there.
What is Chico? dressed
Chico will go into the Halloween costume, or not even Halloween, just in the costume section of the closet, and we'll pick something out. And then on Friday, there's the zombie crawl. You know Iggy and Gabby Larea?
Yep.
They run the swim
Swim
program on the Key, and they have a great community. They always have a great Christmas party. I don't know if you've been to it at the beach club. Anyway, they're doing their second annual zombie crawl. Come dressed as a zombie and walk around the village green. It's going to be like The Walking Dead out there.
That's so cool. I like
250 zombies walking around. It's going to be really
Sounds like a lot
fun to
of fun.
watch.
That's
awesome.
cool. That's cool.
And so that's Friday afternoon at whatever, 5-6 o'clock, and then at 7:30 is the Key Rat football game, Key Rat football playoff game, Little League football.
Oh, that's nice.
7:30 at the Village Green. We're gonna bring our golf carts out there. We're gonna tailgate and whatever, and you know how we do it, right? So come on out, and plus people are gonna be all freaky and weird. And that's Friday night, and it's not even Halloween yet. And then on Saturday, there's all these parties that Gannon knows about.
Yeah, it's gotta skip them though, because signed off.
Well, I saw something cool that's trending right now on Facebook in the Key Biscayne community. They're doing a candy drive for people who live on Glen Ridge. So if you go to the Winn-Dixie, there's a big box set up there, and it's the Glen Ridge Candy Drive, because if you live on Glen Ridge, you spend $1,000 a year.
What?
$1,000, not even a year, $1,000 on candy for Halloween.
What?
Every house,
Why would people spend so much money on candy?
because
You're
have
not
you ever been?
obligated.
It's over.
Have you
seen
Hershey's
how-
Kisses
have you-
are done.
They're done? No, that's the Grinch. That's Christmas Grinch. Griff. That's the Griff who stole Christmas. That's different.
No, what he's getting at is that Glen Ridge is
The
right by
hot
the
spot.
school, the
Yeah.
hot spot of
Yeah.
trick or treating now.
It's
And
the hot
there's-
spot.
You don't even try and drive down that street on
No.
Saturday, like around 4 to like 7.
No, we
because-
take our golf cart and we park on one corner, and you let the kids jump out and walk around. You just stay there, and you have your cooler and your all that, set up there.
Manny's
you can-
events always include
And so they're doing-
coolers.
So they're doing a drive
key right
to
thing,
make
isn't it?
sure
It
that
is, it is.
these poor homeowners have enough candy.
They're doing a drive. I bought $10 worth of candy. I pitched it tonight just before coming here.
That's funny.
Yeah, into the.
I feel like the whole Halloween trick or treat on the Key is getting concentrated around the school.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. I remember the trend started happening like 10 years ago where parents would be with their kids when they were trick or treating on the Key and ferrying them around on the golf carts and stuff. And basically, like, the kids would hop out. And
You
go
can't
to
do that now.
houses.
You can't drive your golf carts around the streets.
Yeah.
Because it's just
It's
a flood of people.
packed.
sea of
Last
people.
year, we had to get to Bob's house, which is on Glen Ridge, and it was me and Nick in his Tacoma.
Try driving
No,
a
it was
car.
in his new it was,
Tundra.
In his Tundra.
And people are hating you. What are you doing
Yeah.
driving, you
What are you-
dumbass?
Yeah, exactly. We
You're like,
got
I'm just
on-
going home.
but in Spanish. And we were like putting down the street and just to get to his house, and it was ridiculous. I mean, the whole street packed and all the yards packed with people just walking down back and forth.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's alive, you know.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun, and then the nice thing is that the trick or treating happens. It ends. Actually, it's late this year. The clock changes the next day, so it's kind of late. And then after that, there's parties on the quay.
Novecento
has a great one always. Yeah.
Okay. I have a costume, so I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
You know, your Halloween is only as good as your costume. Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are you playing?
I am. Should I say it on here?
Yeah, of course.
Surprise!
Who cares? I'm not
Say it.
No,
he wouldn't tell me yesterday.
What is
Whatever. It's Bob Ross. You know.
Who's that?
A happy little trees painter.
Oh, the pro
with the big hair
painter, Bob.
Oh. And you're walking around with a palette.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not scary.
And see, you know what I like about that, Rafa? That's what I do. A character that you can get behind.
Yeah.
A character that you can.
That you physically represent a little bit.
No, that you can act. So give us a little bit of your happy drawing right now.
Bob Ross.
I haven't actually watched any Bob Ross videos recently, but from what I remember, this is a real positive guy.
Hold the palette. Get yourself
with a real mellow
method.
voice.
Yeah.
And he teaches people how to paint, but wouldn't think that they knew how to paint.
Tell us what you're doing right now, Bob. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm just gonna paint a happy little tree right here. And he does this move. Oh man, I wish I had a canvas to like do the whole thing, because the move where he paints the trees,
it's hilarious.
It's great. It's like this little technique that he does where he just kind of shakes the brush and a tree pops out.
And it's
like,
I checked my calendar today and it's October and it's the fall, and I'm gonna put a little happy okra around. Okra
Maybe you should be Bob
around that tree.
I'll have to look it up so I have all the mannerisms and everything.
You need a fluff your hair.
Bob Ross was in the military as a drill sergeant.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
I gotta look up that video.
I don't think a video exists, but that's his backstory. I just wanted to calm down.
So what are you going to do, Rafa? Where are you going to go with Bob Ross? Where are you going to take him?
That's the thing. Well, if we're doing something, I heard about a little party a friend of ours is doing here in an apartment.
Okay.
So if we're there, then we could just go to Novecento and check it out, have a drink.
Novecento will be late, so that's good. You do that late.
You know?
Am I going to Halloween? You guys are getting me excited.
Yeah, you gotta.
No, you're skipping it.
Yeah, Anna just wants to Netflix and chill.
You're not going to skip it, Anna. You're not.
I'm not a Halloween person. I never got to trick-or-treat in houses.
It's Saturday night. It's not even Halloween. It's Saturday night.
Saturday night. I've never been a Halloween person. I grew up in Manhattan. You trick-or-treat in a building.
Can I give you a tip?
Whack.
Can I give you a tip? Get a wig. Just get a wig and then put on whatever. As long as you wear a wig, then you're
I have
just
the wig from the wig party that we went to.
Then you're just
Nicole's
in disguise. You're another person. And that's part of the fun of Halloween. You know, the weird thing in Halloween is that, you know, at the end of the night, you don't want to be dressed as like, you know, a woman like Caitlyn Jenner. You know, because then you're trying to chat up some chick or something at Novecento, and you're dressed like Caitlyn Jenner. And you're like, or you don't want to.
You never know. They might dig it.
or dressed up as like a cheerleader or something like that. You know, like the guys who go as cheerleaders.
Well,
they're all
the
muscled down. They're cheerleaders. It looks good at the beginning of the night, but at the end of the night, not so much.
As the female voice of the show, I also hate the fact that, like, for women, like 95% of the women dress as slutty whatever, slutty M&M, slutty police, slutty. That is so lame. Why can't we have cool costumes?
But is that?
I mean, we can.
Cool
is that still happening?
Yes, it's still happening. Come on.
Go to Soho House. Go to Lincoln Road.
Yeah, that's what is expected, you know. And I mean, I'm a vampire every year, so I don't.
A slutty vampire?
Not a slutty vampire, just a vampire. I put fake blood, I put the contacts, I put the teeth. I think it's fun. But, you know, what happens to, like, scary costumes?
Anna, that's what happened. That's why you don't want to go to Halloween. Cause
maybe Halloween got ruined by the slutty
every
costume.
Year.
Oh, me? Oh.
That's why it's time for a change.
You gotta not let the other people
affect Halloween
your own thing, you know. If you want to be a vampire, be a vampire.
Just get behind that character. Just get behind it. Own it.
I'll show you pictures. I know about it.
Let's get all
but we don't want to see vampires.
Slutty vampire.
So what are you gonna be, Griff?
Scary panda. Scary panda.
You know, I had a great idea with a group of friends of mine of, you know, we call each other like the little, you know, between ourselves, like the little panda crew.
Panda.
And really nobody wanted to get together and get panda suits.
I didn't get an invitation this year.
I just didn't tell you about it yet.
But I'm like one of the 4.
It's a close knit community. But basically, I had Rafa here told me that that I should be Al Borland. And my reaction was, this is great, but I need a partner in crime, so I was trying to tell him to do Tim Allen, but he already has his costume.
And I have a beard. Tim Allen has no beard.
Yeah.
But still,
who's that? The guy from
Tool Time.
His partner.
You're so
Borland. Yeah, but
all he has to put on a flannel shirt.
I don't want to do that by myself.
Ask Sandy to be Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I'm sorry, who?
I could be Slutty Pam Anderson. What's her name?
Wait, since what? What?
Ask Sandy to be Tim the Toolman Taylor.
He's not tall enough.
Come on, dude. Who cares?
Fine, he could be JTT. He could be JTT.
This is the thing. The Al Borland costume is really easy because you just need a plaid or flannel shirt. But the Tim the Toolman Taylor is harder because so Al Borland is flannel shirt, he's got a beard, and he's got hair just like Griff. So it's like perfect, right? And a tool belt. But Tim is just a clean-cut guy, and the only thing you could get, you'd have to get a shirt that says Binford Tools on it.
G-Man should be that guy. G-Man should be that guy.
Griff can be Al Borland, I'll be Tim the Toolman Taylor, and she can be
Heidi.
Slutty, whatever.
Exactly.
I'll be Heidi.
Gee, you totally have a tool belt, and you say, that's who I am.
And Heidi dresses like Al Borland, but sexy time.
Yeah, but
sexy Al Borland.
Yeah,
who's the guy behind the fence in the whole show?
Oh,
Wilson.
That's more like G-Man.
Yeah.
Behind the fence, you gotta go private proper.
Have a fence.
Wise man.
Just get like a piece of cardboard, make a little fence, and you put it like that.
I'm not a fan of those costumes that require seeing them from one angle to set up,
Yeah,
it's gotta be a whole outfit.
Oh man.
So, what's next?
That's it, man. End of show.
So come on out on Friday night. It's going to be fun at the zombie crawling and the Key Rat football game.
We got a birthday party at the beach club, but I will probably pass by just to check it out.
What's that? Whose birthday?
Jess Kunkel is turning 30 years old.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
Nice.
If you see him around, give him a happy birthday salute.
I have a shout out. Are we done with the show? I have a shout out.
Sure.
I have a shout out. Sorry.
Post office.
No, it's not the post office. I have a shout out to a new little key rat, Jacques. Tasha had her baby last week, and that's pretty exciting. Her second one, and that's a cool shout out.
Let's
baby Jacques.
Let's not lie to ourselves, though. That's not a key rat baby.
Oh, come on. Come on now.
Born of key rats.
Born of key rat, and she had the baby here, not in Vero Beach. Key rat enough.
Congratulations.
All right,
Welcome
Jacques.
to the world, Jacques.
Woo.
So, anything else before we wrap up? Anybody got
No, not today. I have nothing today.
Dippity-doo.
Nothing today.
I'm done.
That's cold, dude.
That's okay.
Well, I'll say the trivia one more time, and then I'll announce the answer. Finally, for the first time since we started the show, I will say the answer.
We know what would be fun is that if we all had a chance to guess it.
Okay. So,
And the closest one.
call in now, 305-361-8557, if you know the answer to this. And it's, what is the approximate distance between the Bear Cut and the southernmost point of the key via road? So, like, from the road at the Bear Cut all the way to the last piece of road in Bill Bags.
Oh,
Strictly
to the lighthouse. Almost to the lighthouse.
Yeah, it actually
There's
goes
that parking lot back there.
And then it goes a little bit south.
So we're going to do a guessing game?
Let's go around the horn. Let's go around the horn.
Let's go around. So I say 5.
I say 6.
I say 6. Also, is that allowed?
700%.
305-361-8557. If you know the answer, you have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Hang on. My
4,
phone's ringing, dude.
3,
Yeah.
2,
Oh, no.
1. The answer is 5. Griff gets it. He wins the car.
It's 5?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Griff.
Yeah,
I'm
get the
glad
free
you
beer.
won.
5 miles.
I
yeah.
thought we didn't know the answer. I thought we were
might
going to
as
go drive later.
Hey, why don't we go out with some of that music that you were talking about? Oh, we can't.
We can't.
Okay.
I wish.
We'll do
My
that
music's
after we
awesome.
go off the air. Let's fire it up because I didn't get the.
We'll get pulled. So thanks for listening. We're on every Wednesday at 6:30, barring technical difficulties.
Replay.
We replay every day at 7:30 in the morning if the radio's on, and at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, except for on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, where the afternoon shows don't go on because, who wants to listen to a talk show at Friday afternoon?
Yeah. Or go to Bill Baggs State Park. You can also hear it 24/7 at
ratradio.net has these shows on Facebook /ratradio. You can watch them on YouTube sped up so that you don't have to take an hour to hear it. You can hear it in half an hour if you go fast enough. So that's it. We'll be back next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for putting up with us. Good night.
Good night.
Happy Halloween.